opening the Granby Planning Board meeting. It's October 17th, 2022 at 5 p.m. First on the agenda are minutes, and I don't believe I saw any in there to approve.
Ken said he'd have them for the next meeting.
Same thing with correspondence. First on the agenda at 5:05 will be an A&R for Mr. Katowitz on Carver Street, which we have the info here. We'll get to it in a minute, but I'm just going to check for correspondence just to double check. Nothing. And then the only other item we have on the agenda for tonight is an A&R for Mr. Marion on West Street. It's actually West State Street.
No, it's West Street. No, it's West. Corner of West and Burnett.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming I should be here in a minute before. He told me to verify. So, I could step out and try to check in a little bit.
See, they're kicking on. Well, I see no reason not to review the plans.
I'm going to recuse myself from Mr. Katowitz.
Okay.
Let the record show I left the
Katowitz, would you like to come up and show us specifically what's being separated?
That's it, lot 6. What we have remaining is lot 7 here, lot 8 over here.
Oh, so eventually these will be estate lots?
No,
No?
you'll have your frontage of 50.
Oh, okay, you're over here, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
This one's got a lot of frontage here, whatever that number is, minus 150.
So lot 6 is what we're looking at now for the A&R, 191.5 feet of frontage, 60,000 plus square feet.
And we have our locus.
The locus is up there. We have our sign off, approval under the subdivision control law, not required. No determination has been made as to the buildability of any lot shown here on this plan. So we will wait 2 more minutes before we can officially go.
Supposed to, Kathy said to drop it off on the received one or not. I thought I had sent it in for her too,
But we'll attach this with that, if it's approved. Take a check back. Smart.
make a motion?
You have 5:05. Okay, so I'll entertain a motion on this A&R lot.
I'll make a motion to approve the A&R lot for Mr. Katowitz as presented.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Check in hand. You can sign. We're looking at 10, 17. Also next. How are you?
Yeah, I thought Melissa was coming. You got an emergency coming?
You don't know.
How's Terry doing, Jim? Better?
You can take this. Yours. You can roll this up with those. With this. I'll give you that. That was in our package if you're interested.
I'll just take this one.
Yeah.
And keep it. Thank you very much, board members.
Have a good night.
Okay, have a good night.
Supper.
I'm hungry. Candy. Early Halloween.
Yeah, we got a couple more minutes. I haven't done it yet, but I'll make mention to Kathy to take the times off of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time we need that is like a public hearing, right? Yeah.
So we can roll right into it.
Do you want to recess? No.
Ed, you want to present? We can present, we can wait until the 15 to vote.
Here's the application, I'm taking the application. You want me to just leave it for one? So, Mr. Marion purchased this property recently, it's 156 Burnett Street. Oh, by the way, my name's Edward Chapdelaine, 356 1 Street, surveyor for the project. Steve Marion purchased the property a few months, last month or the month before?
Yeah.
Recently. So what he's doing is separating this lot 156, creating what's basically a remainder lot, if you will, which will eventually get incorporated into his property here. We meet the frontage and the area requirements, and then again, this with the remainder frontage is in excess of the zoning and the area call.
What's this dotted line?
That represents, that's the old, this was surveyed back in the 60s or 70s. There's concrete bounds here. This was, I believe, lot 1, lot 2, lot 3. And since then, it's been subdivided many times. You know, this was broken off, and then this sort of became a remainder piece, and this was never touched, if you will. So basically, it gives you reference points to these old concrete bounds that are in this property. So any surveyor in the future can reference back to that, go back to, and reproduce the lines if needed.
Realistically, it's just a big open spot without those lines.
So explain to me what we're chunking out of this.
Basically, it's lot 1. Lot 1 is here, and lot 2 is here. This is lot 2.
This is currently a house here. This is the house that used to go with all this land. So we're cutting out the house, so I can do something separate with that, put all the rest of the land to my current residence. So I'll have more back property in my house.
Down here on West Street, this is Steve's property, current house, corner of West and Burnett. He's leaving that little tag line,
50-foot width.
cutting out this.
So this is what's getting separated from this and this.
Well, this stands on its own.
This, okay, so this is,
This stands on its own. This is basically what he purchased.
Well, we have 3 changes here. This property is being changed because it's being attached to now this. This is being chunked out, which changes this also,
okay.
right?
In essence,
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So this is actually being tied back into here.
Yes.
All right, gotcha.
It says somewhere in here about ownership conveyed to,
right here. Lot 2 to be conveyed to other land of Marion.
yes.
PID is 164 West Street to form one lot of undivided contiguous ownership. Land area, once it's combined, is 43 acres and some change. Lot 2 is not a building lot at this point because of that. Even once you add this front back into here.
Is PID parcel identification? Okay.
So is this the old farmhouse with the
Yeah.
wraparound?
Yeah, that's right. So essentially, that's why we have this little opening, just to attach the rest of that land.
So he can drive
Yeah.
with his, take his quad or his pickup truck to get in here and,
Twice.
yeah. Nice.
Okay, well, the piece you're cutting out,
It meets all the requirements.
requirements for a building lot, as
Yeah.
far as, because there's an existing residence on there, correct?
Yep.
It is
Correct, that's right.
Yeah.
This sits way up on top of a hill.
Okay. Okay, it's 5:16. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the A&R submitted by Durkee Whitetown and Chapel Lane Civil Engineers and Land Surveyors for Stephen F. and Rebecca M. Marion. The plan is dated October 12th, 2022.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Appreciate that.
I didn't realize that was you there.
What was that?
I didn't realize you were over there. That's a beautiful piece of property.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
You did, so you did all that?
Yeah, it was, well, I didn't necessarily have the knowledge of it, but my wife's family has some guys kind of steer me in the right direction. But yeah, it was a lot of family working together on that one.
Turned it into a great looking home.
Oh, beautiful. It's got the barn in the back too, right?
No, the barn we had to take down. It's got a little shed in the back there. There used to be a huge barn there back in the days.
Mhm.
There's some photos from the late 1800s there.
Yeah,
It was built in 1890 or so.
wow.
Yeah.
Do we have a check?
So I got a check. I didn't know what the amount was gonna be, so.
I'm thinking it's 375. Would that be
It's
right?
3 lots.
Yep.
Well, the plan depicts two.
But you're creating,
Yeah, but that's not being added to at this point. You have to draw a separate drawing to do that.
oh, okay, don't write it out yet.
I won't.
Which, under master law or CMR, you're allowed to merge that into one giant lot because you're not changing the property lines. It's a contiguous ownership.
Okay, so two? 250, Steve.
You sure?
Town of
It's
Granby.
only 2 lots at the most.
Gotcha. It's going in now.
We know where you live, if we need more, so.
Yeah.
And work.
This is true.
And working.
You guys sign this, I asked you a question, I talked to Bob about it. The plan you guys have previously endorsed needs to be changed.
Yes.
Oh, and that's-
Oh,
Okay. Who wants this?
Put it right here, yeah. Thanks.
One, two, three.
That's what that is, it's much better than that.
yeah, big tip. Put that in the drawer with a Sharpie. I want one. And that way we've got one here. Yes.
So you have another?
You did sign a plan probably about 2 months ago. Bernard over here on, is it Parish and Center? It's, Alice, I believe, and her sister is,
Fran,
Fran Buzzard. I prepared the plan, with the understanding that, we would take up, the septic field was encroaching, the septic field was occupied on one parcel that was not part of Mrs. Chouinard's property.
Yeah, I recall.
So, I prepared the plan, I parceled out from the bigger piece enough land to give it the 40,000 square feet coming on the septic system. Well, my clients reviewed the plan, they approved it, and I submitted it. One of the sisters doesn't want to have that much property with that encroachment. Needless to say, it's gonna drop under 40,000 square feet. It's an encroachment as it stands, and the fact that one sister now doesn't want to parcel out that much land to correct this encroachment, I'm gonna drop below the 40,000 square feet on the total combination of both lots. I think under the zoning, because it's an encroachment, I don't have to hit the 40,000 square feet. So I'm just bringing this up to you guys. If you have any concerns, comments, prepare the drawing, send it electronically to Kathy, who will distribute to you guys. And if you have any comments or concerns, I can forward that to the client. At this point, they want to reduce the size of that encroachment lot, if you will. So I'm not sure how you guys.
Does it still maintain enough to keep the septic system on one lot?
Yes. Yeah, the septic, it's gonna be on one lot no matter what, it has to be by code, and they realize that. So, I don't know exactly what the square footage call was on that septic lot, if you will, but it's gonna drop the entire, my thought process was to make the lot conform to zoning, that way when they go sell in the future, there's no issues, nobody's gonna question.
It meets the
It
40,000
needs the
square
40,000
feet.
square feet, Title V is
Now it's gonna
satisfied.
go below.
But the two parties, they're kind of agreement that, excuse me, that they will reduce the size of that septic lot. So it's gonna drop below 40,000 square feet. I still think under the zoning, you're obligated to sign the plan because we're not changing the frontage. So under the A&R plans, it's frontage and access. The lot's not a building lot, it's attached to the lot, it does have frontage and access, so I think it still meets the definition of subdivision control.
So, has it been recorded?
It has not been recorded, no. We have not recorded the plan because,
So then it'd be my opinion, if it's presented and it means what you say, we could sign off on it, no additional charges,
okay,
right?
that's fine.
If it hasn't been recorded, that's the only reason why we're charging $125. We should be able to just,
If you
That
would
makes
waive
sense.
it, the filing fee with the town, is what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I told
It's not really waiving it, it's because it was never registered, so it's not really waiving it, we're just, you're,
I don't want to say correcting. My interpretation, what they wanted, and after they reviewed the plan, they said it was okay, and then after they had the time to digest it, they said that it was too much land. So,
but other than us approving it, that it met the requirements, nothing else has been done.
Correct.
Right, but how do we get the previous signed approved plans out of our stream? So that there's no
You
confusion.
mark them void C, plan dated, and it'll have a fresh date on it.
It was never, it's only for our records because.
Right, I'm talking internally.
Yeah, we'll just void it.
Okay.
Like,
If they were come across in the files.
if it was, if the plans have been registered, then we'd have to do it over, but they haven't been registered.
Okay. I'll prepare the drawings, I'll email them to Kathy, and then hopefully on the next meeting we can sign off.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good night, gents.
Thanks, have a good night.
That's it for our agenda.
I'll make a motion. Take care, Steve.
Have a good night.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.